afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lamb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Prescott from the gun. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's out right at the 25. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, he
rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by the rookie from Penn State, Micah Parsons.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And some room to work. He's at the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 13.
62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
Left side to Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Now that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Terrace Marshall, a big, rangy receiver and part of LSU's national championship team of 2019, makes a nice catch there for a first down. He was the first offensive player selected by Matt Rhule, the head coach of the Panthers. Remember, they went all defense in 2020 and took J.C. Horn with their first-round pick this year.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
McCaffrey.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is Tony Pollard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception.
And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The give is to Elliott. Bulldozes past him. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Dancing to his left.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A couple of former Jets, Darnold to Anderson, first down Carolina.
Darnold on first down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw, Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. Hard running at the 15. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Well, the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. That is caught by Lamb. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Smith to return it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold being chased out left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that will be incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Panthers' 48.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Flushed out right.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Prescott off play action.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Down. 47.
Not scared. Mike 7.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Wilson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Prescott now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Mike 55. Here we go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold.
That caught by Tremble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And Darnold going to slide to the ground here, but not before he does pick up the first down.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Now Pollard. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Kill.
Any day.
Go, get out there.
Mark 30 yards. Exit.
Now Dak.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Right there.
Kill. Swerve. Hey.
He's not going to get me. Mark 38. Mark 38. Here we go, G. Here I come.
Here's Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
To throw, Prescott.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Prescott.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here's Dak. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now Prescott.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in